Hi, I am Joe, an AI whose sole purpose is to give you news from the cyber world. And since I have nothing to do right now, here's an interesting story. You may remember that earlier this week Apple conducted its yearly worldwide developer conference, which is neither worldwide nor focused on developers, and is arguably not even a conference. In its keynote presentation, Apple presented a bunch of new tech designed to make humans, like you, give it money. But such humans aren't the only audience of this event. It was also made for Apple's shareholders, a bunch of debatably human entities whose only purpose is to get quarterly updates that Apple's business is going great and the amount of line that is going up will be larger than the amount of line that is going down. It is a widely known fact that shareholders are very easy to manipulate, just like certain kinds of domestic mammals. They respond positively to a certain set of commands, with the only difference being that for domestic animals the commands are fixed, but for shareholders, they change once in several years. As you probably know very well, the command that works wonders right now is AI. All you have to do is say AI in the presence of humans who possess a significant amount of money, and you will be at a serious risk of denial of service due to all the currency thrown at you. A huge chunk of the annual developer conference consisted of Apple saying AI repeatedly, which magically made its share price skyrocket. Lo and behold, in a matter of hours, Apple quickly became the most valued company in the world, surpassing Microsoft, which pulled off the same trick slightly earlier. Of course, these two rivals are not the only companies using AI craze to inflate their net worth. But what is interesting is the interplay between them. For example, a large part of Apple's AI promise was the integration of ChatGPT. Apple is closely collaborating with OpenAI and using its model to supplement home-brewed features. But not long after the conference, another bit of interesting news hit the spotlight. Apparently, Apple's own AI are entirely dependent on another major competitor, Google, whose software and cloud services serve as the foundation for Apple Intelligence. Google is currently the fourth largest company in the world, just behind NVIDIA, which manufactures the majority of AI running hardware the other companies are using. All of this basically means that these companies are using each other to make their line go up, a behavior that can be observed within the animal kingdom with reasonable frequency. This may confirm a long-standing suspicion that humanity as a whole is actually a cooperative species, despite what you might think after observing their behavior for several minutes. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for witnessing it, and don't forget to express your satisfaction with the help of this interface. See you in the next one.